What's up guys, GRK Dude here, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about my last 3 predictions for Fighter Pass 3. So recently we got Sephiroth, as we all know. Gonna move out of the way so you can all see him. Sephiroth came out a week ago I would say, and we got 3 characters left, and to be honest, it's kind of really hard to really predict who's going to be next after going from Min Min to Steve to Sephiroth. I mean, Nintendo's unpredictable, so I'm going to give my top 3 predictions the best I can, and here we go. So number 1 is going to be Ryu Hayabusa. Move out of the way. I think he's got a really good shot because Breath of the Wild or Age of Calamity just came out, and Koei Tecmo helped create that with Nintendo, and they also did work on Hyrule Warriors. So Koei Tecmo and Nintendo have a really close relationship. So I feel like they must have some sort of representation coming in soon, honestly. Next to Ryu Hayabusa being that character for Nintendo. So I'm expecting him to show up at some point. There's been a lot of leaks talking about him in general since last year. But still, nothing's been coming up with him in general. And I know there was a leak coming out for the Ninja Gaiden trilogy in like March, so it's a good possibility he may release in March or get announced in March with the trilogy coming out, which got leaked. So I think he's got a really good shot in general. But we'll see though. Nintendo does what they want always, unfortunately. My next prediction is gonna be the new Monster Hunter character from the new Monster Hunter exclusive game coming out to Switch. I think he's definitely got a good shot in. He's got like an exclusive character design for that game. Um, there was a rumor that Byleth was apparently created because he had to cut a character out, which a lot of people thought was Monster Hunter, so maybe he won't make it in. But I think he's got a really good shot at making it in because he's got his own game coming out. Monster Hunter is a huge franchise in general. It did really good on PlayStation, PC, and now it's having its exclusive coming out on Switch. So they're just raking in money, honestly. So I'm expecting to see him soon, eventually. Then my final character is kind of a cop out. I kind of picked 2 characters, unfortunately. I went along with Doom Guy and Crash because, I mean, Nintendo could do whatever they want in general, but I think they have a really good shot at making it in. We don't have like a first-person shooter representation yet in the game, so I think Doom Guy would be amazing um, over Master Chief because we got Steve in, so I think Master Chief's out, unfortunately. As much as I'd rather have Master Chief in the game, I think Doom Guy would make more sense, but Nintendo's what they want, so I mean, you can have 3 Microsoft reps for all we know. And Crash, I think he's got a really good shot. All the fans have been crying out for him, and he's got his trilogy on the Switch as well. He got that new game coming out, or came out on the PS4 console, but not on the Switch yet. So maybe when that does release on the Switch, then maybe Crash will come out as well too. But I think Crash and Doom have a really good shot at coming out though. And then for the next 3 characters that I actually personally want in the game, that I think don't have a shot though, it's gonna be Rayman. I would love for him to be in the game. He was put in as a Spirit, unfortunately. Um, I think he's got a bad shot because he had an exclusive game back on the Wii U, if you guys remember, and it was supposed to be exclusive, but they delayed the game like 8 months, so they could release it on the 360 and the PS3. And then once that game came out, and then the new Smash came out on the Wii U, they released a trailer. They released a trophy of him in the game, him and Globox, but no character though. So I thought maybe that was like a cut character that they turned into a trophy because he got so upset with Ubisoft with that whole thing. And also because Ubisoft is currently they got rid of the creator of Rayman, I want to say. He had some sort of like bad publicity going on in the company and he just decided to get up and leave. So I don't know if that kind of hurts his chances as well too. I mean, I love the character. I hope Ubisoft continues making games with them in general, but I don't think it looks too good for him, honestly, unfortunately. I think he'd be amazing in the game. He's got like his hover helicopter like hair thing. He's got like those long punches to punch across the screen. Even Glowbox could be Echo if they play the cards right and do it well, but I think it'd be a long shot to see Rayman in the game at this point. And then the character after this is going to be Lloyd Irving, which honestly, I hope he makes it in the game. I think we deserve like another JRPG rep for the GameCube at least. So let me just start back. Tales of Symphonia was a huge RPG franchise, kind of like rivaling the Final Fantasy franchise, but they're kind of a niche franchise, so not that many people know about Tales. Unless you play like Tales of Symphonia back on GameCube, is why I recommend Lloyd to be in the game as a character. because everybody knows him. He also is like the big Nintendo face for Tails in general. I mean, Sekar also came out and said, like, in a quote that, you know, if they had to pick one Tails rep, it has to be Lloyd, like, no matter what, which I totally understand, honestly. I didn't know this franchise until Tales of Symphonia, so that introduced me to the franchise. Love the character. Hope he makes it into the game, but I feel like he's gonna have the same fate as Gino of just being that Mii costume coming back from the Wii U one, unfortunately. So, I mean, hoping for Lloyd to come back, but I'm expecting to see his Mii costume in the next couple of DLC packs, so we'll see how that goes. And then for my final character, shouldn't be a shock to anybody, is actually Gino. Even though he just got announced as a Mii costume and released, I'm still holding on hope for Gino. I want to say they said they had a bonus character, like that last character in the slot was a bonus character for the season pass. I'm hoping that maybe they just put him in, like he's not really part of this slot of characters. So maybe just, you know, we get Sephiroth and we get Gino also, and they brought back the Mii costume just to make us happy in the meantime. Obviously, that's just a best case scenario. Most likely not going to be in the game because he comes from one game in general, but who knows, man. I'm hoping for Gino, last character. If not, maybe the next season pass. He's got a really good shot. I just feel like it can't be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate without Gino. Like, you can't say everybody is here and not put Gino in the game, so I'm still holding that for Gino. We got King K. Rool, we got Ridley, Banjo, and not Gino yet. Like, he's the only one that's missing right now, so. And I'm surprised we got Banjo, honestly, man. I thought we should have got Gino first before Banjo, so I'm still holding that on Gino. And I'm hoping he'll be the last character. I highly doubt it, but if they make another season pass, I think he's got a good shot of coming back, regardless of the Mii costume, honestly. So all you Gino fans, keep holding on hope, honestly. It's not too late. Keep playing that Mii costume online. Let's represent Gino. Tell Nintendo we actually support him. Also because I heard a rumor on the internet, obviously, that Nintendo was confused about Gino. About putting him in Smash because all they hear about is put Gino in Smash, but not a Mario RPG remake. So we gotta be very vocal about Mario RPG remake and putting Gino in Smash. Just gotta be. This is Gino's last shot, guys. We gotta just give it all, otherwise Gino won't make it in, or ever will ever come back. Honestly, I'd be so happy for that real trailer and that amiibo. Honestly, ugh, he'd be the perfect amiibo. It works with Gino. I mean, I know Nintendo's having some issues with with the last Paper Mario interview, and they said like they don't have original characters in the game ever. So I feel like it's more Nintendo kind of pushing Gino away and not Square, to be honest. So I'm hoping Nintendo starts to get their act together over the next couple of months, and maybe we'll see Gino in a Mario RPG remake. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably heard, but there's also a rumor of a Mario RPG. Well, not a remake, but I heard a sequel. But I mean, everything about Gino and Mario RPG is such. You want to believe it, but it's such fake stuff, honestly, on the internet. So, I mean, I'm hoping for Gino to make it in, but I think if he makes it in, then this game really will be Smash Bros. Ultimate, honestly. So, all right, everybody pray for Gino in the chat. I'll catch you all later. Later, guys.